Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
This is my final maths-related interview.
What sort of villain gets that?
It's Australia's reaction.
It's an
This
exclusive.
is an exclusive. That's hitting the cutting room floor, bro.
Caused a lot of drama and it never got aired.
It just went nuts. What is up, everyone? It's your girl Selina, and today I'm flying solo because my co-host Taku can't be in today. But that's okay. We are on the beautiful Gadigal land, and I've got an amazing guest for you all. He rose to fame on the popular Netflix show called Too Hot to Handle back in 2020, and he's now on Celebrity Amazing Race Australia. It is the amazing 6'5" stallion himself, Harry Jowsey. So I always talk about manifestation, and when I first joined as co-host on Back to Reality, the first person that I put on my dream guest list is Harry. So I can't believe today is the day, guys, where the universe has heard my prayers and has delivered. I hope I don't scare him off with my intense energy because, guys, I am so excited. So let's get into it. We have got the stallion himself, Harry Jowsey. Yay!
How we doing?
Good. How are you going?
I'm so tired. I'm exhausted, but I'm here.
I can tell. This was the exact face you pulled last night's episode.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
no.
I
Oh,
think
no.
like being a reality TV star and then going on a show myself, because I was on Married at First Sight, I can see when people start to check out a little bit now. Whereas before I used to watch as a viewer and not see those like little, things.
Yeah.
But last night I really felt for you. I'm like, he's done.
Oh,
He looks so defeated.
It was tough. And the worst thing was like we would get our phones every now and then, and I'd be getting texts from home, seeing photos of my dog, hearing about
what
like
kind of
work
dog do you have again?
He's an English bulldog.
Cute.
Little chunk. And then I was just like sitting there, I'm like, why am I doing this? Like who
Yeah.
cares? And then
Yeah.
they really corrected me. They're like, look, you're here for a charity and this is why you're doing it. What would your
Exactly.
friends say? And then I'm like, oh God, it's way bigger than me. I just have to push through. So
Exactly. But I don't think anyone actually knows how hard it is being on a reality TV show until you're actually on it, right?
especially the Amazing Race. That was the hardest show I've ever done. Yeah.
Because coming from like Too Hot to Handle, you're in this amazing villa. You're being fed, there's aircon, same as like on Married at First Sight, we're in these like, 5-star apartments. And even that was like so mentally, physically draining. But I couldn't imagine running from one spot to another with like in a foreign country where you can't even, communicate to the locals. What was that like?
Yeah, it was honestly really tough. Like it was really scary because like you kind of, I don't know, like you don't, like you, so there's a camera guy and a sound guy. That's the only people that are with you for the whole day. And they're not meant to talk to you, so they don't let you know anything like that. And all you know is you've got these instructions and you have to figure it out. And obviously
all
you're
by
in
yourself.
different country. You can't speak the language and
Yeah.
it's really difficult. It was really really frustrating because then once you get to a challenge, then you know you're going to be there for a little bit and then you have to race again. So it was really like stop, start, like sit down, relax and like speed off. And then you just want it to be done and like on to the next place.
Because for us, like even, for example, on our wedding days, we had to bloody walk down that aisle 10 times to get the right shot.
It's crazy.
Like, did you guys have to do that as well when you're running from one point to another?
There was only like a few things where like when you read the cards, this is the most annoying bit. This really drove me crazy because like you're racing and you're in race mode.
Yes.
You have to rip it, open it up, and then they take a shot of you guys reading it, and then you run, and then you have to come back, and they have to do a different shot over the shoulder, and then you run and come back, and then you read the additional notes. And that was the most annoying bit because you see all the teams around you, and then they leave and they keep going.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating. Because if you don't read fast enough, you're going to be like slow.
That's so true. And I guess that falls back to having a really good partner, right?
Yeah.
And you're partnered with Teddy Briggs. Now, I got a little thing to tell you about Teddy. So he's actually from my hometown, Adelaide.
Oh, so no. Is he your ex?
No. But I've just moved to Sydney. But I grew up, born and raised in Adelaide. And he was known as the local little bad boy.
No, he's a naughty boy.
He's a little bit of a naughty boy back home. It was so weird because I was meant to be on his season of Love Island. And I knew he was going to get through before he actually got announced because Adelaide's quite small and you know the drill. I'm sure you would have had to do it at in Too Hot to Handle where you have to do all the STI checks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And the moment I was coming out of the doctor's appointment, I saw him come in and I was like, could it be? And then when we had to do the auditions, I was coming out as he was going in. I'm like, nah, he's got it. He's definitely got it.
Wow.
So what a small world. How did you guys actually become friends?
Me and Teddy actually met a few years ago at a party, and it was that Candy Shop Mansion party. I don't know if they still do those. Very, very naughty boys back then.
Yes.
And he was crazy. He was in his prime.
You guys still are.
I hope we are. But no, he was just a sweetheart. And then we just stayed close ever since. And when I was last back in Australia, we spent a week together, and we've always been friends. Over the span of the last few years. But the last trip that I took where we spent that whole week together, we really just bonded and just like fell in love as best friends. And there was no one else I could think of when I got asked to do the show. I was like, I really just want to do it with him.
That's amazing. So you're based in LA now.
Yeah.
Like, tell me about that whole move and how that whole transition happened. Because you just blew up, man. Like, tell us your secrets. We just got lucky like, with quarantine, I think. I just got, right place, right time and right opportunity. Yep. And I'm really blessed. For some reason, I just have all the most amazing people that came into my life and the most amazing opportunities that just kind of popped up. But after I finished filming Too Hot to Handle, I didn't know how big it was going to be. I didn't know where it was going to be. All I knew it was on Netflix and it was one of their first reality shows. So I just said, fuck it. I'm just going to sell my stuff and I'm going to move to LA and try and figure it out. And it works. No way.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So it was just like a whim pretty much.
Yeah, I was just like, it's a gamble. Life's way too short to sit there and wonder and wish. Like I may as well just try and do it.
That's true. Because I think a lot of people, especially with like reality TV show in Australia, they think that they're just going to go on a TV show. They're just going to be like the next Harry Jowsey and just blow up. And, it doesn't always happen.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
No, the biggest thing is that the amount of people I meet and they're like, yeah, I'm on the show. I'm going to get 10 million followers. I'm like, look, like guys, like followers don't and people don't just gravitate to you because you're on a show. Like your show's cool for a month and then it's off. And then there's a new show. So you have to keep people interested and keep moving forward and get rid of that idea that you deserve it. Like I always look at my audience like it's just rented, and my time is going to be up at some point, but I just have to continue to keep extending this rental and keep trying to keep people engaged.
Exactly. And now you're also on Dancing with the Stars. I've been following you guys on TikTok. You guys are so cute. You're partnered up with Riley.
Yes.
She is freaking gorgeous. Like, you guys make the cutest little couple, but I also see your little comments. You seem to put a lot of hearts on her Instagram Instagram feed. What's that all about?
No, I just like everyone has sort of some idea of us or try and figure out what's kind of going on between us. And like, I don't want to comment one thing because then someone will spill a whole big idea on it. And then if I comment something, they're going to be like, okay, they're thinking this way, or maybe they're fighting, or this is what's going on. So I kind of just drop like hearts on like everything and like comment replies because I don't know what else to do. And I don't want to lead anyone on into thinking that there's a relationship or there's this or there's that. I just, I'm like, I just want to focus on the dancing and try and get good at it. Because if I'm not good at the dancing, then people are going to be really embarrassed and going to stop like tuning in.
That's true. So would you just call it a friendship for now? Because I know I don't leave hearts on Taku's, my co-host's feed.
Oh, maybe you should. I'm trying to support her. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should start dropping hearts on everyone.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, because I was like, with your friends, or you comment on their stuff and you want to like support them, but I don't if I comment like you look amazing or I'm really proud of you or whatever else, they're gonna be like, cool, they're married and this is what's going on. And I just I feel really bad because every time we do press and stuff together, people are asking about, is there a relationship? Is there this? Is there that that's going on? And it really sucks because it's her first ever season as a pro. And I was sitting there, I'm like, just ask her about a choreography or a passion or a love, because I know that this is her biggest dream to be here.
That is true.
And now you're asking about a relationship instead of like what she's really worked hard for. And it drives me crazy because I'm like, I just ask about that because I know she's dying to answer those questions.
Yeah. Yep. Well, going back to Amazing Race, I just felt, apart from like the latest episode that dropped, the two before that, I noticed that you and Teddy didn't really feature in it too much. Do you think that you get featured more and more airtime, so to speak, if you stuff up or if you're more dramatic?
I think with the Amazing Race, it kind of comes down to the first and the last team. That's how I like predicted it.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's just like the first teams, obviously, people want to be rooting for them, and it's a TV show, so they got to build a storyline off everyone. But it gets a little bit hard when there's so many teams at the start. So I understand that, like the first few episodes, while there's a bunch of teams in there, they can't really build crazy storylines off anyone else apart from the first and the last teams. So then, like with those episodes, like I know that Teddy and I were saying crazy stuff, but at the end of the day, it was all for charity. So I wasn't really too I'm not really too stressed about screen time or anything like that. Because I know like the cause and if someone else gets more screen time for their charity, I'm so happy because like there's so many incredible charities and so many like people doing stuff for just beautiful reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm sure you're going to see a lot more of me and Teddy in the next few episodes.
Yeah, no, I can't wait.
There's some silly stuff that come out.
I cannot wait, honestly. You guys are hilarious to watch. Now, going back to charities, your charity of choice is Beyond Blue. Tell me a little bit of why you picked that charity. So,
I think, everyone has a bit of a story with mental health and how it's affected them or someone really close to them. And being in Australia, I believe we have the highest suicide rate per capita. It's either Australia or New Zealand. It's extremely high.
Wow.
And it's really scary. And that was the main reason why I got into entertainment and all this stuff is I lost someone to suicide when I was at high school. So I went on a reality TV show because I wanted to make my friends laugh. And then I went on another one. And then I got to this point where I'm over here and then we lost 2 people in the space of like 2 months. So the most recent one,
sorry to hear that.
Who was my best friend's mum, from high school and like primary school growing up, and she's always with my family. It was kind of just like, we grew up playing rugby together, whatever else, and we lost her. And I just was like, I really want to do something good for you guys because she just brought me so much joy and love. And I asked them what charity would she want, and they picked Beyond Blue, and I couldn't be more happy and more proud to represent them and the charity.
Wow, that's amazing. That is incredible and super, super inspiring because you don't really get to hear like men talking about mental health and stuff like that. So I think you and Teddy are doing such a good job at that.
Thank you so much.
Because you always see like you guys being like larrikins and like, the funny ones, but you guys are doing this for such a good cause and I'm so, so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
But speaking of your lifestyle in LA, because you guys talk about that a lot on the show, you mentioned that you live this lavish lifestyle and you mentioned dropping 20K on a weekend. Is that right?
Yeah.
How much does one spend on one night? Like, what's the most do you reckon you've dropped on a weekend?
Maybe like $100,000 or more.
How? What?
I'm not sure. There was one week where I got bored and I flew me and my best friend to Dubai, and I know just our villa, it was like a 3 or 4 bedroom villa. No, that was like $25K for 4 nights. But like, I don't know.
My goodness.
Like it's just, I know it sounds really braggadocious and really silly, but
no, not at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Like there's that 20K. That was a weekend to Hawaii with my ex, and I really wanted her to have a good time. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like some nights, like 60, 70 grand. But that's between me and my friends. So like, I don't know.
Yeah. That is crazy. So I guess that comes down to like, I guess your overall success with everything, which is so, so lucky because not many people get that. Do you think like, is it easier to make it as a reality TV star in the US or Australia?
God, I think that it depends on like where you want to go. Like if you want like, I don't know. Like I think that maybe it's probably easier in Australia because once you're in like the ecosystem and you meet all the producers and all the people, it's probably easier because there's maybe a smaller pool of like good talent and good people to use. But come to America, obviously the opportunities are way bigger and whatever else. But there's a lot more talented people and a lot more funnier people to choose from.
So much more saturated, hey?
Very saturated. So like even being an influencer back in Australia, I know influencers get a lot more money for brand deals. compared to like someone with the same following over here. So it really depends. Yeah, I think
because you
really,
have like 4 million followers, dude. Like that's so much.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow,
it's crazy. It's nuts. I still don't believe it.
So you also have a series on Netflix called Who Wore It Best, where you interview like all these like A-list celebrities, where you like, I guess, pay homage to like their, you know, iconic looks.
Yeah.
You've had Reese Witherspoon, Gigi Hadid, Lindsay Lohan, and the list honestly goes on and on. Have you, like, I know for myself, because I've just started podcasting with my co-host Taku, and we've had some pretty like, you know, reality TV stars, like celebrities in here. And sometimes I still get a bit of like imposter syndrome. Like I'm like, oh my God, like I feel like I shouldn't really be here. Like I can't believe I'm in their presence. Like, do you ever get that still?
Yeah, I do. But I just say to myself, like, I think my biggest thing is like, I try not to think about anything. I'm like, I just have to go through it. Because if I sit here and think about it, then I'm gonna be like, I don't deserve it. And it doesn't belong to me. But then
you get all in your head about it.
Yeah, and then I'm like, you know, the universe put me here and put me in this position for a reason.
You speak my language.
Yeah, I'm like, it's meant to be, and I'm ready for it right now. So I guess I have to just like swallow it and just go for it. So
that.
Yeah, whenever I get in those situations, because it does happen. Like I've been in rooms where I've like looked around, I'm like, wow, I don't belong here. This is not my place. Yep. But then I'd be like, well, the universe put you here. Exactly. There's a reason for it. So just own it and accept it and be grateful for it instead of scared of it.
So true. Do you believe in manifestation?
I'm the biggest manifester. Yeah, I love it.
Yes, me too, because you were on the top of my list. When I first signed on, they're like, all right, who do you want to interview? You were top of the list.
Really?
Top.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you
and
so
here we are.
Wow, look at you. You did it.
I did. We did it. Yeah.
Wow.
Can I just ask one cheeky question before I go?
Yeah.
Out of all the people you've been around,
because
you've rubbed shoulders with a lot of A-listers, has there ever been a moment where you're like, fuck, you're actually quite rude? Or like you're just nothing like what I expected to be?
Oh, God, my brain was thinking like really nice because I'm like, Tobey Maguire was the coolest dude I've ever met. Really rude. You know, it's not actually the celebrities. It's usually the people that are around them. Like it's usually the people that are entitled and like it's or the TikTokers, but it's never like the actual celebrities that I've met are rude.
That makes sense.
But it's like the people that feel like that they are and they're around them, like that won't shake your hand properly or like won't look at you when they're talking.
The eye contact.
Yeah,
yes, that's a big thing to me.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like it's kind of the people that are sitting in the shadows or that the people, there's like people, the really crazy thing about LA is there's people that like make money off being friends with celebrities and like connecting people, whatever else. It's really interesting.
Wow.
Like they make a lot of money doing it, like being friends with celebrities. Like I know some people, it's like their whole career. And it's usually those people that are like really like a little bit like braggadocious or just like way too cool for school.
How embarrassing.
Yeah.
Does that make you like get scared of being around people or getting close to people? Because I know for me, coming from Adelaide to Sydney and now mixing with like, you know, reality TV stars and everyone in media, I'm a bit more like cautious, I guess, of my energy and where I spend my time and who I allow into my circle. Are you a bit like that as well now?
I just think that I love to be alone and I have my friends. So I know who my friends are and I love my friends.
Yep.
And they're not in the space at all. Like they're normal guys with normal jobs and they're just like the best people. So when I go out and like try and extend and try and meet other people, I'm not like married to it. I'm not like married to like if I meet this celebrity and they're not texting me back, why is this not happening? I'm more just like, you know, it was really cool to spend time with them and be in that place. But like my energy belongs to me and my friends and I'm going to keep it here.
Absolutely. So would you say now LA is home or would you reckon you'll ever come back to Australia?
God, I think I'll come back to Australia when I have kids. Like I feel like there's no better place to like grow up and Australia's always home for me. And I was looking at buying a place in Gold Coast, but then I was also like, I'm not back enough. So I don't know. I mean, I think for now I'm going to be here until I guess turn into like Chris Hemsworth, hopefully. And then can like move back to Australia.
Most of us, we're just like, wow, like Harry's freaking made it.
Oh,
you know.
not yet. I got a lot more work.
We're
to do.
so proud of you. You're like just repping our country so well, bro.
Oh, thank you
honestly,
so much.
so proud.
No, you're
So do you
such a
reckon
sweetheart.
kids won't be on the cards anytime soon for you? Hey.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna get a second dog. So, and I was in a really good relationship, which ended a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about kids because she had a kid, and it was really exciting and like really like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to be a young hot dad.
Yeah, so, I can just tell just from this small interaction, you're going to be the best dad.
Oh, thank you so much.
That challenge where you guys were at the pool and you had to learn that Hindi saying with all the kids.
No, that was
you
so
guys
cool.
were so sweet with them.
That
made my heart
cool.
melt. And I was like, Harry's just going to be the best dad.
Oh,
honestly.
Thank you, well, I got a godson now, and he just popped out of the oven. And he's like the coolest little dude ever. And it's like crazy. Yep. I've never, like, I used to be freaked out by babies, but I guess like now I'm kind of maturing and getting older. And I look at the baby, I just can't stop staring at it. I'm like, you're just so perfect and like precious. And I want a million of you.
Yeah. I think us women looking at you carrying a baby would be just like, everyone have to bring us a bucket and a mop. Like, fucking, like, because, dude, you are so tall. Whenever I see you on my screen, I'm like, how tall is this guy?
Oh, it's a waste of height. Like, I should have been in rugby or basketball. I'm 6'5". Like, I'm tall for no reason. Yeah.
Holy crap. I mean, the height, the blue eyes, like, I'm done. I'm done.
Well, let me know if you want a kid. I'll come put one in you.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for this chat, Harry, honestly.
Hey, no worries, my love.
My manifestation happened, so thank you.
I'm proud of you. You did it. You're making it happen.
And I'm proud of you. Keep repping Australia.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Oh my God, I literally can't believe all my dreams have come true. Drop the mic. Let's go home. Let's all be done with it now. Taku will be back next week. I don't know how we're going to top this guest though, because that was next level. He's going to come back to Australia. He's going to put a baby in me apparently. So, oh my God, can you imagine what our babies would look like, low key? Anyway, I'll see you guys back next